How's everyone doing? That was terrible. I heard like 3 people. Let's try that one more time. How's everybody doing? That's what I like to hear, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jimmy Rook. Tonight, I am going to be your magician. I have to tell you guys look like you're ready to have a good time. I know I'm ready to have a good time, so let's get this show started. How does that sound? Awesome. My friend, right here, what's your name? Cassidy, reach inside that box. There's a deck of cards. Grab the deck of... She got really scared. Can you see her? Grab the deck of cards, Cassidy. There's nothing else in there, right? Just keep the cards on your table. But there's nothing else in the box to be scared of. Don't worry. Sir, right here, what's your name? Jack. Jack, anything in the box? None. Nothing. No rabbits, trapdoors, mirrors, cards, anything like that, Jack? No? Then what is that, Jack? What is that? You did great. Not so much. That was $49, and that's all that thing does. And my wife doesn't know I spent that money. Prepare to be amazed with the lunch bag of mystery. To go along with the lunch bag of mystery, we have the ketchup from the kitchen. Watch in amazement as I wave my hand over the bag 3 times and snap my fingers. The ketchup disappears. Thank you, but wait for me to do something. I really appreciate all of you. It's almost like we rehearsed that. Okay. Watch, the ketchup disappears. It's gone. The hard part is getting it to come back. That requires waving my hand in reverse 3 more times, snapping my fingers. But then it comes right back. What? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. You said you didn't see it disappear? Okay, well, my bad. Okay, all right. I don't flaunt your failures in your face, but that's fine. We're gonna do that to the magic guy. It's okay. It's okay. What's your name? Jazz. Okay, Jazz says you didn't see it disappear. My bad. Okay, here we go. I waved my hand over the back 3 times. Snap my fingers. The ketchup disappears. Hold on. I'm gonna. If you give me a sec, I'm gonna show you. Are you ready? Gone. What? Boom. What? It's back. Okay, I feel like we're missing the mark here a little bit. Okay. Like, when I make something disappear and reappear, I get oohs and ahs. Thank you. Jazz face planted her play with the ranch. All right, here, I'm going to prove it's gone. Ready? Gone. 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 Jazz is going like this now. Oh, this kid's like, good job. I love it. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Jimmy Rook. I'm here from Orlando, Florida. It's where I live. It's the most magical place on earth if you like waiting in long lines in 104-degree heat. And you guys obviously do. And spending $20 on a churro. People always ask me, hey, Jimmy, how did you get into magic? So I want to tell you, I got a magic kit when I was a kid for Christmas morning one year. I was about 12 years old when I got that magic kit. I learned every one of the tricks in that magic kit, so much so that when I went back to school at the end of the Christmas break, I immediately became the most popular kid in my school because I knew magic. Now, to be transparent with everybody, I was homeschooled. And I'm an only child. It was me and the dog. It wasn't fair. Like, I did miracles. The dog had to learn how to sit. I learned one thing. But I actually have with me tonight a magic trick from that magic kit from when I was 12. I thought I would show it to you guys. You guys want to see it? Yeah! Okay, so let me set the stage. I was 12 years old. It was my very first ever magic show. I gathered everybody I knew into my parents' living room, including me, my parents, all my friends and family. Well, there was a grand total of 3 of us there. I really wasn't very popular growing up doing magic. Spoiler, I'm not very popular as an adult doing magic. Y'all, this kid's like you are now. Thank you. Stay in school. I knew I wanted to do a card trick from my first magic show, but we didn't have cards, but we did have giant Uno cards. Because nothing divides a family more than when you put a draw 4 on top of grandma's draw 4 and grandma flips the table. I came into my parents' living room for my very first magic show with 5 Uno cards. Count them with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I heard a lot of people counting right here. Not so much here. Look, what'd you say? The old people, they're jumbo numbers. I don't, if you can't see, I don't know what to, wait a minute. I do know what I could do. Can you see these? Is this better? I can't do anything with those. Those were heavier than I thought. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. 5 cards. Count them with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I took one of those cards and threw them away. I then snapped my fingers. And yet, somehow, some way, amazingly, I had 5 Uno cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The audience was so impressed, they yelled out, amazing!
Amazing!
Start the car. That was terrible, people. Look, this is just one of the first tricks. You're trying to fill me out, I'm trying to fill you out. I'm looking at you guys wondering, are they going to be an attentive, receptive, energetic audience, ready to have a good time?
Yeah!
You guys are looking back at me saying, I saw Chris Angel walk on water. What are you going to do, magic boy? I get it. I've been there. But I want everybody to have a good time. I want to get the blood flowing with everybody a little bit, so we're going to do this again. But this time, we're going to do something insanely special. This time, we are going to travel a little further back in time. Let me set the stage. I was 6 years old. 6 years old, it was my very first ever See, okay, I was hooked on. I love the energy, kid. Your timing a little off, but we'll get there. Look, I was hooked on magic, not on phonics growing up. Kids, real quick, phonics is like Duolingo, but for millennials. My very first ever magic shoe, I don't even know what that means. I gathered everybody I knew into my parents' living room. There was 50 people there. It's my story. I'm going to tell it any way I want. I came into my parents' living room with 5 jumbo Uno cards. Count them with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I took not 1, but 2 of those cards and threw them away. I then snapped my fingers. And yet somehow I still had 5 cards. Count them with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The audience was so impressed, they yelled out, "Amazing!" Don't force it, kid. Just let it come naturally. That was better, but not quite good enough. No, I think you guys have more inside of you. That's right, I think you guys are destined for greatness. So we're going to do this again. And this time I want to hear everybody yelling out "amazing," especially the guy over here with the glasses, with his arms folded in the back of the table right here, in the black shirt. Yeah, he's looking down. No, it's you, sir, you. What's your name? Thomas. Thomas hasn't blinked since I have come out on stage. But if I could get Tommy there to crack a smile in the next 49 minutes, that would be a miracle. But I am up for the challenge there, Tom. But to do that, we need to do something insanely special. That's right, we need to travel a little further back in time. Let me set the stage. I was 2 years old. Spell that one right. My very first magic show was Christmas morning. It was inside of Madison Square Garden. There was 26,000 people there. They may have been imaginary, but they were there. Billy Joel was playing a piano to my right. I waddled on the stage in a diaper. That is a visual you'll never get out of your mind. I came into Madison Square Garden with 5 Uno cards, and 26,000 people counted them with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I took not 1, not 2, but 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9 cards and threw them away. I failed math many times. That shouldn't be a surprise for any of you since I was homeschooled and from Florida. I snapped my fingers, but yet somehow I still had, count them with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That wasn't the amazing part. The amazing part where there were no cards. And that's when the audience yelled, "Amazing!" Now give yourselves a big round of applause. So let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I love performing magic. It is a passion of mine, and I get to travel all across the country performing. But magic, it's not my full-time job. No, I have to make a living somehow. And children's birthday parties, they ain't paying the bills. So let me tell you what I do full-time. And when I tell you this, please no hate. I get it. I hate myself sometimes. I'm a police officer is what I do full-time. That wasn't a joke, sir. I don't know why you think this is funny. My handcuffs are in the back. We could talk about we'll talk about your ticket in a little while, sir. You don't go anywhere. And people ask me, well, how does the world of police work and how does the world of magic, how do they go together? And the answer is they don't. I'm just dumb at things. So we're going to leave the police work aside for a little while. We're going to keep going on the magic. Sound good? Yeah. Okay. I would like to show you guys now one of my favorite effects to perform. This is a classic effect in magic. I was inspired to perform this after watching that show on TV, Extreme Couponers, by round of applause. Anybody ever see that show? Like 4 people? Let me explain the concept for the rest of us. People that are a lot smarter than I am, shut up, kid. He was thinking it. They go grocery shopping and they spend a ridiculous amount of money on groceries, like upwards of $1,800. But they pay for their whole shopping trip using coupons. So by the time they're done cashing out of the store, they only owe the store like 32 cents. It's something completely ridiculous. Here's what got me about the show. People, they'll actually go dumpster diving for the coupons, which I'm not knocking it, just not my thing. I saw that, I said, there's got to be a better way to do that, and this is what I came up with. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, extreme couponing meets classic, elegant magic. Anytime. Music. There we go. Oh, my music's not working. Sir! I said I was going to talk about your ticket. Time to pay the piper. What's your name? Philip. Nice to meet you. Philip, where are you from? Fort Myers. That's where my wife is from. Are you here for her? Go back home. What do you do for a living, Philip?
I work at a grocery store.
You work at a grocery store? Can you beat public sale? Get a new job, Philip. Philip, what kind of car do you have? A Mitsubishi Mirage. Okay. Philip, guess what? We're going to go on a road trip. And Philip, we're jumping in your Mitsubishi Mirage. I hope it could fit about 100 people. Philip, we're driving along. We're having a great time. All of a sudden, Philip, you look up in the rearview mirror and you, sir, see red and blue lights. You realize you're being pulled over by the police. You've been driving for so long on this road trip, you don't even know where you're at. But in front of you, there's a sign and it says, "Welcome to," and it has a name of a city. It's a city, one we all would know. I want you to think of a city in your mind. Do you have a city in your mind, sir? Philip, send me your thoughts. Got it. Philip. He'll buy me dinner later. It's okay. Philip. For the very first time, what is the name of the city you're thinking of in your mind? Jacksonville. Philip, if I have your city written on this board, how amazed would you be, Philip? You'd be really amazed. You'd be so amazed, you would jump to your feet and yell out amazing. You would. Good. That's exactly what I wrote down. Your city. Thank you. Philip. Oh, keep it, kid. It's okay. Thank you, though. It's good. Thank you. Put it underneath your pillow. When you wake up in the morning, there'll be a $5 bill. Tell your parents the magician at the show said so. Tell them the ATM is in the lobby. Philip. So we're driving in Jacksonville. The cop walks up to your window and says, "Philip, speed limit's 45. You, sir, are going way faster than 45. You look down at your speedometer. Philip, how fast were you going? What's that? 70. The cop said, that's a lot. The cop says, "I'm going to write your ticket. It's going to be a lot." Philip, I want you to think of a 4-digit number. Now, let's not make this just any random 4-digit number. Let's go with something you would know. So let's go with your ATM PIN code. Dinner's on Philip after the show. Philip, send me your number. Look at me right here. Send me your number. Got it. Philip, I think I got it. Philip, for the very first time, Philip, what is the 4-digit number you're thinking of in your mind? 1961, 1961. Is that really your ATM PIN code? That is? You should change it, Philip. I don't know if you know, you just told your PIN to a bunch of random strangers. But $1,961 for a speeding ticket would be a lot of money. Would you agree that that's a lot of money? That's exactly what I wrote down. A lot of money. They only get better from here on out. Okay. This was on national TV. How do you people feel now? Philip, these people, they don't believe that I am in your mind, looking at your intimate thoughts. So we're going to do this one more time. Philip, I am going to write one last thing down. Stand up for me, Philip. Philip, yes or no? In a nice, loud voice, yes or no? Philip, be honest. Did we arrange this before the show in any way, shape, or form? Yes or no? No. That's exactly what I have. No. Thank you. Not all of it is magic. What's not magical is corny, and you will go home and show your friends that. But Philip, there is one part of this road trip and this story that I, sir, am leaving out. Philip, you got a ticket that day, and I know that because the cop that stopped you was me. This is my badge. But next to my badge, I actually have a copy of the ticket. Now, this ticket is totally legit because it says totally legit. Philip, can you come over here? Philip, I'm going to give you a microphone, and I'm going to give you the ticket. I'm going to stand way over here. Philip, on the very top of that ticket, face the audience, Philip. Philip, on the very top of the ticket says City of. Where is that city written for?
Jacksonville.
Hold on. Philip, how fast was that car going? Where it says speed, Philip.
70
70 miles an hour?
and a 45.
Philip, we're going to go to the bottom where it says vehicle or car type. What kind of car was that ticket written out for?
Mitsubishi Mirage.
Thank you. And Philip, your PIN code. I mean, how much is that ticket going to cost today?
1961.
$1,961. I'll take the microphone. Philip, you keep the ticket. You can pay it after the show. Give Philip a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen. My friend. Hi, your head looks like it hurts. What was your name again? Cassidy. Cassidy, about 26 minutes now, when I came on stage, I had the box, we did the dumb gag, and you grabbed that deck of cards out of the box. Fair? And Cassidy, that deck of cards has been on the table the entire time. Is that correct? I haven't come near it. Nobody's messed with it. Is that correct? Cassidy, I want you to think of a deck of cards. Inside a deck of cards, we have colors, we have numbers, and we have pictures. I don't care about the colors. I don't care about the pictures. I just want you to focus on the numbers, just the numbers. In a deck of cards, the numbers go 2 through 10. I want you to name one of those numbers 2 through 10. Name it out loud. 2. Now, I want everybody here tonight to think of a suit. In a deck of cards, there are 4 suits. We have the clubs, we have the spades, we have the hearts, and we have the diamonds. In a moment, I am going to say those suits one more time. This time, when I say the suit you are thinking of in your mind, I want you to yell, scream, applaud. If you're sitting next to a small child or holding one in your arm, when you hear me say the suit, throw the child in the air. He's bracing the kid right now. He's like, you're going flying. Cassidy? Cassidy, when you hear the suit you're thinking of in your mind, you're going to stand up. You're going to walk over here to the middle of the aisle, and then you're going to body surf your way out this room. So if we're thinking of a club, I want to hear you yell, scream, applaud for clubs. Nobody. Spades? A couple of people and one baby went flying. How about hearts? Only a handful of people. Diamonds? That was hands down the loudest out of all 4. Clubs had nobody. Spades had a baby, about 2 people. Hearts a handful. Diamonds had everybody else. As a performer and as a magician, I think that is the fairest way in the world to choose a playing card. Cassidy, you said a number, and you could have said any number, and you said, what'd you say, 4, 5, 2? And everybody, a majority at least, said diamonds. If we put them together, that would give us the 2 of diamonds. That deck's been on the table the entire time. May I have it, please? Thank you so much. Now, this is just not an ordinary deck. This is a big jumbo deck of cards so people can see. But this deck of cards is a little special because in this deck of cards, one card is backwards. And I put the one card backwards in the deck earlier today. And I put it in backwards so when I took the deck out, everybody would easily be able to see it. And today, the card I put in backwards was the 2 of diamonds. Give Cassidy a big round of applause. Cassidy, great job. Now, you guys, I have to say, are a phenomenal audience, absolutely phenomenal, and you guys are doing great. Give yourselves a big round of applause. How about the wait staff? Let's give the wait staff in the back a big round of applause. Those hard-working men and women are the hardest working people inside of this building, and they work on tips. So when you leave tonight, please make sure you show them a lot of love. Please be very generous with them. You guys have been so good. I want to get in trouble a little bit. I want to get in trouble with magicians, and I want to break a rule of magic by teaching you guys a magic trick. Would that be okay? You guys want to learn a magic trick? I need more than that. Y'all want to learn a magic trick? Hey, we're going to do it anyway. All right, I need... okay, here's what I need. This red handkerchief. Watch. In amazement, I take the red handkerchief and I put it into the palm of my hand, just like this. I snap my fingers and give the handkerchief a squeeze, and the handkerchief changes to an egg. If I take my left hand just like this and reach into my pocket, there is the handkerchief. Ta-da! Now, this is a simple trick, and it's a good one to start with, and I'm going to teach it to you. In order to do this, you need a handkerchief. You then need a second handkerchief. And you need a little hollow egg. Now, before we get to the egg, let's talk about the handkerchiefs. The handkerchiefs, I use red because they pop on stage. You can use any color you want, but I would encourage you, whatever color you decide to use for the handkerchiefs, they should be the same color. Unless your audience is colorblind, then do whatever you want. When you're gonna start, one handkerchief goes in your pocket, the other handkerchief in your case. Now, hollow egg. Where do you get a hollow egg? Well, you're gonna go to Publix, Target, Winn-Dixie, wherever you go shopping. Where do you work at? Winn-Dixie. That's a free plug. Get a carton of eggs. In order to pay for them, auction off your firstborn, whatever you need to do. Grab a thumbtack. Put the thumbtack in the egg and then slowly pull it out. Grab a water bottle, an empty one. Take the egg and balance it over the water bottle. Let it sit for about 3 hours. At the end of the 3 hours, that egg is going to have drained all the yolk into the bottle. Then what you're going to do is take that hollow egg, go to your freezer, open up your freezer, take the hollow egg and put it all the way in the back of your freezer, next to the ground beef that you should have thrown away before COVID. Put it there. Wait about 7 days. At the end of the 7 days, go back to the freezer, get that hollow egg. It's now going to be rock solid. Walk across your kitchen, go to the garbage can. Open up the garbage can and throw the egg away. Get your phone. Go on Amazon. Spend $9.99. If you have Prime, the hollow egg will be to you between 4 and 8 p.m. the next afternoon. When you're gonna start, the egg and handkerchief start next to each other in your case. When you go to get the handkerchief, You secretly grab the egg. We call this palming. Don't let anybody know it's there. Take the handkerchief, put it in to the hole in the egg. Once it's stuffed in there, snap your fingers. Show everybody that the handkerchief has turned into the egg. Reach into your pocket, pull out the second handkerchief, and receive your thunderous round of applause. A little audience management has to come into play, though, here. You want to make sure when you're performing this, there's nobody behind you, nobody to the sides of you. You want to make sure everybody is that way. You don't want them to see the handkerchief sticking out of the egg. If that happens, though, and we call this flashing in the world of magic, don't panic, don't freak out, do what I would do. Take your hand, wave it a hole, and snap your fingers. Then what you're going to do is take your thumb and pointer fingers just like this, reach up, grab the hole, peel it away. Grab a cup, crack the egg. And you will not be left with any egg on your face at the end of that trick. Thank you. I feel like I have broken you. I feel so sorry. I'm looking for a little person to join me on stage. I need a kid. I see a young lady all the way in the back. She's wearing a black or a thing. She's already walking. Come on up here. Give her a big round of applause. Come on. How you doing?
Good.
Come stand right over here. No, it's a little, let's take a step. No, too far. I need you over the trap door, right there. Okay. I'm just kidding, sweetheart. There's no trap door. They took it out last week. Apparently, we can't afford any more lawsuits. What's your name? Reagan, nice to meet you. Reagan, where are you from? Pennsylvania. Reagan, how old are you? 7 years old, no way. Reagan, what grade are you in? Second grade. Do you have a favorite subject in school? Math? Definitely not from Florida. Reagan, you're going to help me out with a card trick. Is that okay? Reagan, I want you to do me a favor. Just take any card out of the deck that you want. Let me see which one you got. Nope, wrong one. Try again. Any one you want, Reagan. Now, I should tell you real quick, this is not a full deck of cards. I never play with a full deck of cards. Well, that's what my therapist says. Reagan, this is a marker. I want you to take that marker, and I want you to write your name across the face of the card. Now, Reagan, the face of the card would be the side with a number or picture on it. Side with a number or picture. Don't write it on your face, just the face of the card. What'd you say, Reagan? Across the face of the card. Yes, Reagan. Nice and big across the face of the card. Audience, you're going to let me know that Reagan is done by giving her a big round of applause once she caps a marker. Perfect. Put that card right there. Perfect. Reagan, push the card into the deck. Great. I'm going to take the card. I'm going to cut it into the deck even further. Now, Reagan, do you know how to shuffle a deck of cards? No. Wonderful. Take the cards. Give them a mix. Let's just recap. I recapped. I'm a dad. Reagan, come over. Reagan, I want you to give those cards a mix, Reagan. Give them a mix. Shuffle them up. Mix them up, Reagan. Mix them up. You're doing a great job. It's okay. I understand you don't know how to shuffle. You're from Pennsylvania. I get it. Reagan, no, you did a great job. Are you happy that they're good and mixed? Good. Reagan, I want you to give me a number between 1 and 3. 2. I mean, that's correct. But that also took her a lot longer to figure out for someone who loves math. Reagan, I'm going to cut the cards once, twice, snap my fingers, your card, ta-da. What do you mean that's not your card? You didn't sign it. No, I said sign it.
I did.
Don't screw with me. This really wasn't it. Well, there's a technical term for that. It's called screwing up. Let me do it again. I'll cut the cards once, twice, snap my fingers. Oh my God, Reagan! This never happens. But it happened right here, right now, tonight. Reagan, not only did I find your card, but I changed it. And I made the signature disappear. What? Amazing. That's not it? No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine, Reagan. You know why? Your card, not even in the deck anymore. It's in my pocket. One card. Your card? No. It's the 8 o'clock show. Oh! Oh, that hit the kid in the face. What's your name? Ryan. Ryan, you just learned something the hard way. As advanced as this show is, it's not equipped with 3D. If you see something come flying at your face, it is. And I suggest you move the hell out the way. One card in my pocket. Your card? Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Did you get hit twice? He doesn't listen, does he?
No, he doesn't have brains.
Reagan, I am so incredibly sorry that I couldn't find your card, because this was a big part of the show and I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. Can I make it up to you? Okay. I have a bunch of prizes. I have 5 different prizes. I'm going to let you pick one. Okay. Each envelope is labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And each envelope has a different prize. And real quick, I want you to see that the envelope number 2 is between envelope number 1 and 3. That lesson's free. What is your favorite number, Reagan? 2. Stand right over here, kids. This is the moneymaker, okay? Reagan, before we see what you've won, let's see what you did not win. Is that okay? All right. Reagan, envelope number 1. Reagan, you did not win. A new car. Tonight, Reagan, it was going to be a Mitsubishi Mirage. Envelope number 3, Reagan, you did not win. A dream vacation to Jacksonville. Reagan, you've seen 2 prizes. Do you want to change your mind, or do you want to keep the one you have? You want to change your mind? Envelope 4 or 5? You want 4. We're going to save 2 for last then. Reagan, in envelope number 5, you did not win $1,000. That one she's upset about. The car, she's like, I can't drive, don't care. Envelope number 2. The one you almost had. Reagan. This one's going to hurt. This one's not me, because I'm glad you changed your mind. Reagan, you did not win Taylor Swift tickets. Reagan, I just want you to understand, even Jesus had limitations. And in 2025, that apparently is Ticketmaster. But that's okay, because you did win something. You changed your mind to envelope 4. And to what I think, hands down, and I'm biased, but is the best prize we have out of all 5. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Reagan has won a deck of playing cards. Good job, Reagan. I have a brand new deck of bicycle playing cards I got from CVS on the corner before the show. Reagan, would it be okay if we open them up? Yeah? Reagan, this is a knife. It's okay. Come here. Reagan, if anything goes wrong, call 911. The phone's in my pocket. I'll answer. Reagan, come here. Come here. Come stand here. Face everybody. Reagan, do me a favor. Open your hand. Hold on to those. Reagan, is there anything else in the deck? Anything else in the box? No? Completely empty? Yes? Let's see who's paying attention. Good reflexes. Do me a favor, Reagan. Stay right there, but just face me. Reagan, as I go through the cards, stop me if, Reagan, you see something that looks maybe a little bit different. Is there a red card out of a sealed, brand new blue deck of cards? Now, this red card isn't just any red card. This red card is the King of Clubs that happens to say Reagan. That is for you, Reagan. These are for you. And Reagan, more importantly, this round of applause that you're getting from the audience is for you. Can I have a high five? Take a bow. Take a bow. Or just walk off stage scared. I'm used to that. Let's see. Okay. Folks, I have time for one more thing I'd like to show you tonight. Like I said, I get to travel all across the country. And a couple of months ago, I was in New York. My mom and dad are from New York. My mom is from Staten Island, and my dad is from Brooklyn. And a couple of months ago, my wife and my 2-year-old daughter, we went on vacation to New York with my parents. And my mom took us to this pizza place that she used to have as a kid. And it was called Joe and Pat's Pizza. And it was phenomenal. Dave Portnoy gave it an 8.3 on the Barstool scale, if that tells you anything. We had the pizza, and it was great. But when we were done eating our dinner, and I walked out of Joe and Pat's, across the street there was a store that caught my attention. And that store said objects of interest. So I walked into the store, and I perused around, and I found something interesting in the store that spoke to me. I have it with me tonight. It is this. It's a Rubik's Cube but it's in a glass bottle. Here's why this particular thing spoke to me. See, this cube is not solved, and it will never be solved unless you break the bottle, take the cube, peel off the stickers, and put them back in the correct order like a normal person. This cube, this specific cube, it will never be solved, and it will never be perfect. See, when you imagine things are perfect, especially with like a Rubik's Cube, a completely solved cube comes to mind. But because that cube will never be solved, it will never be perfect, that's okay, because sometimes in life we aim for perfection, we fall just a little bit short, and that's still a wonderful thing. Now I'd like to try something tonight with something that is also not perfect. It is another Rubik's Cube, and this one is also not solved. Does anybody know that they know how to solve a Rubik's Cube? You know how to solve one? What is your name? Evan. I do not want you to solve this. I don't. But I will would you pass that to Evan for me? Thank you so much. Evan, I want you to listen to me very carefully. I want you to make 2 or 3 turns on the cube. Then I want you to pass it to somebody else, somebody that you're not with. So maybe at another table. Evan, once that you pass it to that person and they get it, they're going to make 2 or 3 turns on the Rubik's Cube. Then they're going to pass it to somebody else, somebody they're not with. And they're going to make 2 or 3 turns of the cube. I want to try to get the cube from one side of the room to the other. Does that make sense? Evan, you can start twisting and turning. While we're doing that, don't Google it. Nobody cheat, nobody Google. But does anybody want to take any guesses on how many different possible combinations you could actually make out of a Rubik's Cube? If you know the answer, Evan, don't say it. Don't Google it. You have a guess? Yell out the guess if you want to take a guess. Just yell it out.
51.
51. It's more than 51.
100.
More than 100.
39.
More than 39. More than 248. More than 1,000. More than 1,000,000.
Infinite.
Which you said infinite? Good guess, but very wrong. You can quantify. There is a number that you can use. No, Evan. No, yell it out if you know, or guess.
More than your answer.
More than my answer.
42.
Get out. 400, more than 430. The correct answer is, Evan. Oh, now you have nothing to say? The correct answer is 43. Quintillion. It's true, I saw it on the Mythbusters. 43 quintillion is the number 43 followed by 18 zeros. If you are a visual person, in order to visualize 43 quintillion, I want you to imagine all of the world's beaches. And then I want you to imagine all of individual grains of sand on all of those world's beaches. If you were to put all of those individual grains of sand from all of the world's beaches combined together, that number is still less than 43 quintillion. That's how high that number is. The combination that we're creating here tonight is literally a once-in-a-lifetime combination. Where is the Rubik's Cube right now? Who has it? Where's it at? Hi, all the way in the back. What's your name? Kevin? Kevin, bring the cube up to me, please. My music does not want to work tonight. I don't know why. Give Kevin a round of applause as he brings me the cube. And Kevin, it's not a big part, so once you give me the cube, you can head right back to your seat. I thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you so much. I am going to try to solve this Rubik's Cube tonight, but I'm going to try to do it blind. Now, if 43 quintillion is the combinations you can make out of a Rubik's Cube, does anybody know the world record time in solving a Rubik's Cube? Shout it out.
3 seconds.
3 seconds is correct. I cannot do it in 3 seconds. I can't do it in 3 minutes. Barely 3 hours. But I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can here tonight for everybody. And again, I'm going to do it blind with this paper bag being the figurative blindfold. What's going to happen is this. In a moment, my hand is going to go in the bag. I'm going to then start twisting and turning the cube. Once my hand goes in the bag, I want everybody here to start counting from 1 and do not stop counting until I come out of the bag with a completely solved Rubik's Cube. Fair? Here we go. Done. What? This bag? Nothing there. Okay, fine. That was like not even a second. You think I'm gonna die? No way. Thank you for the faith. How many people mixed up this Rubik's Cube? Raise your hand. Keep your hand up nice and high so I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. 12 mixed up this Rubik's Cube. It was like half a second. There's no way. That would have been a miracle. That would have been impossible for me to be able to solve this. But what if I didn't solve it? What if the 12 of you that mixed it up solved this? And I mean solved by what if you mix this cube up into a combination that's perfect, because there's only one other cube in the world that matches this one, and you knew that perfect combination because it was ingrained in your mind because you had seen it before. There is side number 1. There is side number 2. There is side number 3. There is side number 4. There is the top. There is the bottom. That is all 6 sides. Give your wait staff a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor, grab your phones, go on TripAdvisor or Google. Let everybody know how much fun you had tonight at the Out of Control Magic Comedy Dinner Show. Folks, if you've enjoyed the show, and from the bottom of my heart, I truly hope you have. My name is Jimmy Rook. If for whatever reason you did not enjoy the show, and that is totally fine, in that case, when you leave the review, please make sure to spell my name. It is David Copperfield. Have a good night. Thank you so incredibly much.